Have you ever thought about how babies are born and what women have to go through during labor? Well, giving birth to a baby could be quite painful, right? And carrying a bowling ball-sized tummy for 9 months is also very tiresome. But it wasn't until I arrived at the obstetric department and I realized that things were more complicated than I had imagined. And that's why today, I'm taking you on a journey with me to this department to give you the first-hand look at what happens during labor. So let's get started. I still remember the moment I stepped inside this department. I instantly realized that pregnancy changes women in more ways than one. Not only do they gain weight, but they also transform into lookalikes with their faces getting rounder, their noses growing wider, their lips plumping up and their skin tone turning darker. Of course, every woman is beautiful in her own way, but during pregnancy, beauty is something that a lot of them have to temporarily sacrifice. And I can see this most clearly when I look at their bellies, since some have serious stretch marks. However, these changes are just the beginning, because one thing that can't be denied is the pain of labor. So let's head over the delivery room and witness the reality of giving birth. The delivery room is where babies are born. Of course, I'm talking about vaginal delivery, not a C-section. And depending on the hospital, the delivery room may look a little bit different, but the key areas are all the same. This is the waiting area. When pregnant women go into labor, they will be monitored here. Labor usually begins sometimes between 38 and 42 weeks of pregnancy. And at this time, the expectant mom may notice strong and regular contractions or vaginal discharge that can be clear or pink, and then they will be transferred to the hospital and monitored there. Why do they need monitoring? Because for an average baby who weighs about 3 kilograms to come out of the uterus through a rather small tube called the cervix, it takes time for that tube to dilate, and in medicine, we call it the dilation of the cervix. And for first-time mothers, this process can last up to 16 hours. This means that if a pregnant woman wakes up with the first sign of labor in the morning and rushes to the hospital, she may have to wait until midnight before giving birth. And during this long wait, the doctors and nurses will monitor the labor process to make sure everything is going as normal. Back when we were still medical students, during our clinical rotations in the obstetric department, we learned how to perform some examination techniques. First, we practiced examining the pregnant woman's tummy to determine the baby's position. After that, we could learn how to measure the baby's heart rate and uterine contractions. And another exam that I won't be able to forget is performing cervical examination. Alright, let's think about this for a second. How can we tell exactly how much the cervix has opened? Well, the way is, we have to insert 2 fingers into the vagina, reaching upward to the cervix, and estimate how many centimeters the cervix has dilated. And finally, as the cervix almost reaches full dilation, the expectant mom is taken to another room for giving birth. And during childbirth, an epidural can be used to relieve pain, but sometimes not. And of course, without it, that would be very painful. Well, I don't know how to describe their screams and cries. During this process, all I can do is to observe. And the moment I saw a baby being born is something that I will never ever forget. Well, after a lot of pushing, the baby's head gradually appears, getting bigger and bigger right in front of my eyes. And then suddenly, unfortunately, by the day I went to the delivery room, I wasn't mentally prepared for an episiotomy, which is a procedure in which the midwife makes a cut to open the vagina a bit wider, allowing the baby to come through it more easily. But her quick and decisive action was so unexpected that made me freeze for a few seconds. And after the baby is born, the umbilical cord is cut and the baby is wet and wrapped in a warm towel. But don't get too comfortable, because the mother still has to wait for the placenta to be delivered. And if even a small part of it is missing, well, let's just say it's not really pretty, the doctor has to perform another procedure called manual removal of the retained placenta. And at this point, the doctor will put on a lengthy glove up to the elbow and insert the whole forearm into the uterine cavity to inspect it. And I could feel the pain just by looking at it. Well, after a day in the hospital, I often go home with a mix of indescribable emotion. Thankfully, I'm a boy. As you can see, labor is beautiful, but full of pain and discomfort. Not to mention tons of physical and emotional challenges that mothers have to endure after giving birth. And that's why you need to take care of the women in your life. Whether it's your mother, your sister, or your wife, show them the love and care they deserve. And if you find this video helpful and entertaining, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you next time.